And we were down here at 8:15. It feels pretty good. But Saturday morning, Annie and Brian are bringing donuts for us. What do you want me to say? So I was taking one pill, but the hard thing was I was checking my blood sugars, and so I asked my midwife, "Can I stop doing this stuff?" And she's like, "Yep, I think I've tortured you long enough. I think we'll just say you're hypoglycemic, but I need to actually eat more often." But the interesting thing was, she was there when Falia was like, "I want a snack, and so I was talking to her about, she kind of called me out on that in a good way. She was like, if you struggle with hypoglycemia and low blood sugar, then chances are some of your kids do too. So, but it made me think about a different way of looking at snacks for my kids.
We've been having problems with Dove going to her bedroom during quiet time. Normally during quiet time, all the kids are supposed to be downstairs. This is the second time this week that she's been in her room. So we reverse grounded her. That means that she's not allowed in her room for the rest of the day. She doesn't seem very happy about that. That's the point though.
Sending it. He turned and looked at her with his happy eyes. Lucy clapped her hands and began to scramble down after him. From behind her, she heard the voices of the others shouting, "Hi, Lucy! Look out, for goodness sake!" It's been happening every week, where the hardest thing for her is this writing homework. And I know this isn't about writing, but that's when this comes out in her, and I don't know how to handle it. I just want to tell her to go away from me.
The thing that I heard you saying was, "Why are you doing this right now? Your attitude." And
yeah,
I guess the thing that I would encourage you to think through is there's a reason.
I know. I feel like I don't have what it takes to get to the bottom of what's really going on.
Yeah.
So then I just want to push her away.
Let's try and figure it out. Memory? What's going on, honey? What's going on? What's going on? Huh?
I do my writing homework.
You don't know how to do your writing? What do you mean you don't know? What don't you know how to do? I have the feeling you know how to do some of it.
I don't understand it.
You don't understand? Which part don't you understand?
She says they want an example of like an adjective and put it in a story, and I don't know how to do that.
I know sometimes it's hard, but you gotta kind of figure out a little bit, like which part can't you figure out. Don't say you don't know any of it, because you know some of it. There's just probably a few things you don't know, and we can help explain those things. So your mother's gonna sit down with you. She's gonna walk you through it, but you have to decide up front, before she sits down and talk with you, that you're willing to listen to her and that you can do it because you're smart. And this stuff, it's not too hard. It might seem too hard at first, but you can do it. But if you decide that you can't do it up front, then she's not going to be able to help you. It's just going to be frustrating and angry. So that part's your choice. But your mother is willing to help you, but you're going to have to change your attitude before. Otherwise, it's just going to be bad.
That's what I was trying to do, and then I felt like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, she still wasn't changing her attitude. And I know maybe I should have stepped in there sooner.
Well, I think at that point we need to switch gears from the topic is no longer writing or homework, but it's actually helping her change her attitude. Changing her attitude is the most important thing at that point. And just getting through the writing is not.
And I recognize that, but then I just told her go ahead and go do something else for a little bit and maybe that'll help. And I just felt like everything I was suggesting wasn't helping her change her attitude.
Well, I think she needs coaching. What we found is that kids need coaching, and adults actually need coaching too, on how to change your attitude, because that's actually a really hard thing. Sometimes we say, come back different. And I can't come back different. You can't come back different. And memory can't come back different. But it's okay. Okay? We'll be there with you. So let's just start by giving you a hug. Okay? And then your mother will give you a hug. And then, you want me to pop your back?
Pop my back.
Pop your back? Alright, come here.
But don't do it really high.
Whoa! Jeez. I just dropped the camera. That sucks. Okay, ready?
But you know how, and then my anxiety goes up when I see things spreading.
That was really cool what just happened. Cammy apologized to Memory for not dealing with the situation very well, and Memory accepted her apology. But what we've noticed is that sometimes when our kids have bad attitudes, the thing that we want to do as adults is send them away from us. And the reason why we do that is because we're actually not okay with ourselves and the attitudes that we have. And separation is not a good way to deal with this, at least long term. But the goal is to work through these things together, and working through kids' attitudes with them is actually the same things adults need. We shouldn't be alone either while we're dealing with our attitudes. The worst thing you could do is nothing. But one step from there is you can be cool. Then you can write something, anything, and then spelling well. But just because you can't spell super well, that doesn't mean you do nothing. What I want you to do is go as far down this list as you can. So sitting around doing nothing, we don't want to do that. You're already cool. So just write something. Don't worry that you can't spell it well. Write something. Do it as best as you can. The goal is to go down that list as far as you can.
Did you know that I still struggle with this? My midwife gave me a lot of different pills to take that would help keep me and the baby healthy. And so I did really well, and I took those pills, all my pills, for 2 weeks. I took every day. I took what I needed to take. One day I got tired of taking pills, and I didn't take them, or I only took a few of them. And you know what I felt like doing? I felt like doing nothing at that point. Like, I couldn't be super good and take all my pills, so I just decided I'm just not going to take any pills. I'm a failure. That's kind of what I was believing. But what I realized is that it would be better for me to still just try my best that day to take as many pills as I could. But if I don't end up taking all of them, then that doesn't mean I'm a failure.
My mom taught me this trick, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. When you can't get a jar open, you use a rubber band. It's the easiest thing. Because it's actually about grip, it's not about strength. Oh, this one is hard. But the rubber band, without the rubber band, we wouldn't be able to do that. There you go.
Thank you.
That smells good. What's that?
Probably sweet potatoes that your sisters got in the oven. Brie macaroni and cheese or something.
It looks cold outside.
Which makes it kind of...
Oh, it is cold.
Coming right up next to me and saying, "Ha, we can walk over next to Mama." I said, "Hey, well, here, you take this kid and put it on you and see how you do."
Good job, guys. Hey, put the book away. No books at the table, please. No, off the table. No. Hey, don't put it on the ground either. That's a library book.
This has mashed potatoes in it? No, sweet potatoes.
Forgive the Israelites because both at the waters of Meribah.
So you can remember what happened at the waters of Meribah. Get it?
He didn't trust the Lord.
Wait, so they would die right there?